video is going to show you how to add card sorts to your custom activity. So I've gone to teacher.desmos.com and created my free account. In my previous video, I showed you how to make sure card sorts gets added to your options. So make sure you watch that one first. But let's say you have that. So you're going to go to custom, and I have an activity. I'm going to say new activity, and I can call this anything I want to. So let's say this will be my example. So here are the different types of questions you can ask. And in my previous video, I showed you how to make sure card sorts shows up over here under the labs. So I'm going to go ahead and add a card sort to this activity. And think about what you want students to match together with their cards. So you could do math activities, it could be other content, it could be words and pictures. Really, sky's the limit of what you want kids to match together. So let's just do an example, a pretty simple one here. I'll do apple. So notice I'm just clicking right here and it adds a new card, and it's a text card, so I can type in something. You can also make a card that is an image. And so I'm going to, I've already saved on my desktop here, an image of an apple and one of a banana. Okay, so then I have these. So you can add as many cards as you want to. I've noticed, especially in primary, you don't want to overload the screen with way too many cards, but so just think about what would be appropriate for what you're trying to accomplish. But once you have all the cards that you want, then you can click on Answer Key, and this is where you match the cards together. One thing I notice when people first start using card sorts is they put them next to each other like this, and that actually isn't click together. You really need to kind of hover over it, and it kind of turns blue, and release it, and then it snaps together, and it lets you know they're attached by, it'll say how many cards are attached. Your answer key could have more than one. So if you wanted 3 cards to get matched together, or 4 cards to get matched together, you can do that as well. So in this example, I just have 2 cards per match. But let's say I had match all the A words together, and I could have apple, anteater, add. I could have several A words that all snap together. It doesn't have to just be 2 cards that go together. If I mess up or something, I can click reset the answer key and fix it if I made a mistake. But once I have it how I want it, then I can say done, and my answer key is completed. So the nice thing about this, when students are working, you will see if they have any mistakes on the card sort. So let me go back to a custom activity that I made that had a card sort in it so I can show you. So I made one about telling time, and this one had, I'm going to view my dashboard. So once you have your activity completed, you assign it to students, and they get a class code, and then you can go in and view the dashboard. So if I view the dashboard for this activity, see right here, this is the class code that kids would use. They go to student.desmos.com and they type in this code, and I can see the students' work. I can see like a check mark right here letting me know that, and I can see their actual work and how many they got them right. And if somebody has one that's mismatched, I can click on it and I can see. So right here it looks like this person just had that issue of not clicking it together. And it looks like they mismatched this one at 5 o'clock. So it lets me know that I should go check in with Bella. You can see Cheryl right here. Again, this one right here, it looks like she's on the right path. Maybe she just didn't have enough time. She's just missing this one to go over here. So anyway, so it's kind of nice to be able to quickly see who you need to check in with, and then click on it and you can actually see students' work in real time. It's really a nice feature. So if I go back to custom, so this example that I just made, let's say I was finished with it, I can click student preview and I can see this is what students would see on their screen. So I can kind of even like try it out as the student view. If I am not happy with it, I can go back in and edit it. So if I click on these little three buttons, three dots right here, I can edit my activity and it brings me back into it. So like maybe if I wanted to add another few cards or something like that, I can say next, I can say done. You might want to, this is the title page, you can add an image to your activity just to kind of make it a little easier for yourself to know what activity it was. So maybe I'll add the apple to it right here. You can make it public so that other people can search and find it, or you can make it private. I hope this video was helpful for using Desmos in your elementary classroom. Let me know how you're using it or if you have suggestions for videos that you would like to see.